Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Quentin Smithers. Just want to reach out to you all out there. Just had a thought that been running through my mind the last couple of weeks, just studying, and just want to share with you. It's been helping me a lot, so just want to share it. Think it'll help you as well. It's actually about the story of Gideon and how God is in his conversation with him, how Gideon became a judge. But it's a little interesting fact in there. Again, it's just a thought, so I'll go ahead and share it. But looking at Gideon chapter 7, starting verse 2, it says, and the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, mine own hand have saved me. Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And there returned of the people 22,000, and there remained 10,000. That story is always interesting to me, and a lot of times we focus on the fact that God just sent out a call and said, hey, if you're scared, go home. In summary, and 22,000 men left in one moment in a day. That's just amazing by itself. But what stood out to me, and it's weird, but what stood out to me was the fact that 22,000 men responded to the call to fight despite being scared, or rather being afraid or fearful. Because you go back in the chapter before, Gideon had, in so many terms, had started a beef with the Midianites, and so down there about to make war. So Gideon puts out a call and blows a horn, and all his brethren come from all the different tribes. They come to engage in this war. And those 22,000 men were the same ones who responded to the initial call to come fight. What I'm saying is just amazing, the fact that what they did, in spite of how they felt, in spite of their emotions, they came to fight a battle and didn't go home until they got a word from the Lord saying, if you're afraid, go back home. Very often we can focus on our lives and look at the people and look at ourselves, rather, and how we do things when we're afraid, or do things when we're scared, or how we react because we're scared. And hear people say, well, I have no fear in me. Hey, that's great, but sometimes you have to look fear dead in the eyes and still do what you're supposed to do in spite of it. Courage is not what you do in the absence of danger or fear, but in the very presence of it. And God has called us to missions. He's called us to our own assignments in life, great or small, whether it's just, the fear of taking on a new job and the uncertainty, or the fear of becoming a father for the first time, or trying to take care of a child. You look it dead in the eye and you still operate knowing that God is with you. And so that's the only thought I really had, is the fact that sometimes we have to look fear in the face and go in spite of. Put our emotions to the side. Don't let them rule over you. The thing about this fear that's an emotion is different from when the Bible says God has not given us a spirit of fear. That's in the context of something ruling you, controlling you, making you do certain things. If you look into it, it's also about being timid and afraid, not able to do. These men went in spite of their emotions, but they weren't ruled by a spirit of fear. So in the same aspect, God said he's not giving us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. That sound mind part is what comes over logic, that comes with logic over our emotions, when our emotions are telling us, no, you don't want to do this, and I'm afraid, and I don't know what's going to happen, or the doubt. But the sound mind that God has given us helps us overrule that fear. And just to leave you with this, the amazing part is, after Gideon fights the battle, after he fights and engages the enemy, and the enemy scatters and running all across the place, he sends out words to those same places, to those same men that went home, and said, the enemy's coming near your home, go out and take them. Those men came out, and they got a chance to engage in the battle as well. They still had an opportunity to take part in the victory that God had provided. If you're obedient to the Lord, in spite of your emotion, in spite of your fear, God will give you the victory. Again, just a thought that's helping me. I hope it helps you. Talk to you later.